One of the driving forces behind video games is the emulation of sports. Real-world sports that the people who play video games probably don't play. And so, on every system, there's a litany of athletic competitions from baseball and football to the more eclectic sports like wrestling and bull riding. We've all played one at one point or another, even if we're loath to admit it. I've spent more than my fair share of childhood schooling all my chums at RBI Baseball and Tecmo Bowl, two of the most iconic sports titles of the NES era. But since I'm on a launch title kick, I'm not going to talk about those. I'm going to talk about what came before. Baseball and 10-yard fight. We'll start on the diamond, because I'm a Pirates fan and disappointment and baseball often go hand in hand. In this, Nintendo's official baseball title for the NES, the mechanical difficulties are often insurmountable. As sports simulations go, it's among the slower paced, which really doesn't help the fact that it's an already slow sport. But when each pitch the computer throws is preceded by 3 failed pickoff attempts, it'll make you question the strategy of even having runners on the bases in the first place. Which is silly anyway, because I'm not entirely sure you can successfully steal bases. If nothing else, you can get your revenge simply by throwing the ball around after the play is made, as the game doesn't reset until the ball stands still, so you can just confirm and reconfirm that the runner is safe as many times as need be. Not to mention that the control is horrible, especially when fielding, and that your outfielders move even slower than Barry Bonds in Game 7 of the 1992 NLCS, and I didn't think that was possible. I mean, glaciers look at footage of that game and feel self-confident. But I'm not bitter. Now let's move on to a sport that I can actually enjoy. 10-yard fight is a weird name for a game we all know and love, good old American football. Or hand egg, as you condescending foreigners call it. Point is, the first ever American football video game was made not by anyone in the States, but by Irem in Japan as an arcade game, complete with high scores and everything. In this arcade version, you only played offense. The entire goal was to score a touchdown, which would allow you to pass through to the next stage, soup endorsement deals, and public scandal in a New York City nightclub. For the NES port, though, a strange new concept was introduced. Defense! Yes, you have your choice of all of 2 units of your 9-man team, so your opponent doesn't know which end of the line your non-stupid, non-AI rusher is coming from. That said, the entire field moves relative to the guy with the ball, so it's not unusual for your defender to dive to make the play, miss, and inexplicably roll 5 yards downfield. But football, more than baseball, is known for its exciting plays, and even in this stripped-down, somewhat low-rent version, you just can't help shouting as, oh, he breaks around the outside and he's got nothing but open field in front of him. He could go all the way. Cordell Stewart! Sorry, I had a bit of a slashback. Oh, see what I did there. The best are RBI Baseball and Tecmo Bowl, that much we know for a fact. But not every game that preceded them was horrible, just some of them. 10-yard fight at least deserves a bit of attention for being the first game to recreate the rush of charging down the field, making the beeline for the pylon. Oh yeah.